Every time someone fills out your contact form, someone in your team has to open that email, get the information, and copy paste it into your CRM. All of these happens manually. If you get 5 leads a week, maybe that's 10 minutes. But if you get 50, that's about an hour of time that you waste doing this manually. And not only that, it also can go wrong. What if they paste the incorrect information? Today, I'm going to show you how to automate that completely. A client submits a form, their information lands directly into your CRM. All of this happening automatically. We are going to build this from scratch. But before we do so, my name is Marvin and I am the co-founder of Banzo AI, and I help business owners in the United States to save money and time using AI automation and workflows. We are going to need 3 tools to accomplish this. Number one, we're going to use Lovable. This is a vibe coding app that would allow you to build a form with no efforts. This is if you don't have one already. Second tool is N8N. This is going to be our orchestration layer, and it's going to help us connect the form that we are going to build in Lovable with our CRM systems and our Gmail accounts. And lastly, we are going to use Google Sheets as our database. We're going to build a simple table so that we prove a concept here. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, I'm going to be using Lovable as the first step. You are going to go to lovable.dev and you're going to paste the following prompt. So the prompt is build a simple lead capture form for a cleaning business. The fields are name, email, service type, which is going to be a drop down, and a details field. We're going to make this clean, minimal design, and on submit, we're going to use post to send the information over to N8N. I'm going to click plan and I'm gonna hit submit. The key here is that you understand the structure of your form, what information you need to qualify your customers, and you wanna keep it as simple as you want to or as complex as you want to. Before Lovable builds anything for you, it's gonna give you a detailed plan on all the information that it acquired from you. Let's see. The plan that Lovable built for me, it's in the right side of the screen. You go through it, you read it, and if you agree to it, the only thing that you need to do is approve. Approve the plan, and Lovable is going to work in the background. If you want to have your own colors, your own type of font, if you wanted to have any information from your business in reality, you can just add it to the prompt. You can attach examples, pictures, anything that you want. The idea is that you can make this customizable, and the more descriptive you are, the better results it will get you. There you are. This is a simple form, very basic. I didn't mention colors, I didn't mention anything, but the good thing is that you can continue to customize it by providing additional instructions. You can publish to your website, or you can publish it as a lovable.dev link, whatever you prefer. Lovable is asking me to enter my webhook URL whenever I'm ready. In order for me to get that URL, I'm gonna go to N8N, which is the orchestration layer I was telling you about. You open a clean canvas to start from zero. You add the first step, and you're going to type webhook in the search bar in the top right. What you are going to do now is to change the HTTP method from get to post. You can add whatever name to the webhook. We're gonna say submission form as the path. This is going to help you identify where this is coming from. And you will see 2 different URLs. You're going to see the test URL and the production URL. I'm going to copy the test URL just by clicking on it. I'm going to go back to lovable.dev, and I am going to say, this is the test link for this form, and I'm going to paste the link. So what Lovable is going to do is to take that link, and anytime that you do a submission, it's going to get the information from the submission and it's going to send it to the backend in N8N. There you are, webhook URL wired in. Submission will now pause to your test endpoint. Let's do a test. I'm just going to put in some basic information. I'm going to say that my name is Marvin. I'm going to put my email, select type of service, and I'm going to add some details. Now, very important, because this is a test scenario, I have to go back to N8N and I'm going to say, listen for test events. I'm going to go back to Lovable and I'm going to request the quote. There you go. In the bottom right, you will see, thanks, we'll be in touch shortly. That's a confirmation message to the person that submitted the request. I'm going to go back to N8N. You will see this little green check mark inside the webhook node. And if I double click on it, you see the body of the request that contains my information. It has my name, my email, the service type, and the details. One thing it did not give me is the time in which this was submitted. So I'm going to go back to N8N and I'm going to say, would you please add the submission date to the information that goes to the webhook. I'm gonna let Lovable to do the job. So what it's doing is reviewing the webhook data fields and it's kind of building what I need. I'm gonna do another submission. I'm gonna put my name, my email, select the service, and I'm gonna write the same information. Let me go back to N8N, copy the comment, put it here so that I don't have to type again. And I have to do execute workflow again because it's waiting for me to submit the test information. I'm gonna go request quote and I'm gonna go back to N8N. I'll go back to the JSON output data and there you are. My name, my email, the service type details and submitted at. Very simple, very easy, and I already have captured the lead information. Now that I have this information, what I want to do is to take it and put it into my Google Sheets. What I am going to do is to click on the plus sign, type Google Sheet in the search bar of what I have to do next, select Google Sheets, and I am going to select the action append row in sheet. What this is going to do is to take the information from my webhook, that is to say the information that came from lovable.dev, into my Google Sheet. And the only thing I need to do is to select the document in which I will add the information. I go to choose, I select demo inbox triage, which is the name of the Google Sheet that I created for this purpose. It asks me to select the sheet. It's going to be sheet 1. Sheet 1, you can actually change the name. Very important, if you happen to change the name after you create a connection, let's say that you want to put it like leads, you want to make sure that you reselect the sheet name because otherwise it's going to give me an error. So the values to send are the column names that I have here. The only thing that you need to do now is to go to the left, select the item, click on it, and drag it into the corresponding field. So this is the name, this is the email, the service type goes here, the details come here, and the submitted ad comes here. But there is a problem in terms of formatting the information. The date and time looks very weird, so I just want to transform it to something that I can read. This is an expression that you can actually transform by going to the end, just put in a dot, select to date time, put in a dot again, select format, and there you go. It's gonna give you the format that you need. Here I have year, month, and date, but I can actually switch it. I can do month, day, and year, and that's it. If you don't know how to do it, or if you have questions, then you can go to any LLM. You can use Claude, ChatGPT, Google Gemini, whatever you feel is best for you, and then just ask, how do I transform this date and this expression into the following format? And you're gonna have the response. Lastly, we're going to do execute a step and we're going to see how the magic happens. If I go back to my Google Sheet, you will see all the information written down really quick. So we're going to do the end-to-end test to see how much time it takes for the automation to take place. We're going to try another submission to see how long it takes to do the entire process. Let me go back to N8N. Let me execute the workflow because we have to put this before submitting the information so that we get the results. I'm going to go back to the lead form. I'm going to request quote, and this is going to go from lovable.dev into my N8N instance, and then this is going to go into my Google Sheets. If I go back to N8N, you will see the automation ran through successfully. And if I go back to my Google Sheets, you will see in row 3 that the information has been added successfully. If I go back to N8N, I go to the execution logs, you will see that it had success in only 8 seconds. It was really fast, easy, and this is going to save you a lot of time, and it's going to also ensure that you don't make any mistakes getting the information from your submission form into your CRM. I'm using Google Sheets because of the simplicity, but you can connect this automation into any CRM that you have, maybe Monday.com, Airtable, HubSpot, or whatever other system that you use. So this is the end of the video. Now you have a form connected to N8N, and that's also connected to your Google Sheets. Every inquiry automatically captured in a matter of seconds. In the next video, I'm gonna add an AI agent to this to make it more interesting. And I'm gonna show you a more complex version of something that we can build for your business. So if you want to build one of these for your business, go to the link in the description, book a call with me, and let's discuss.